Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the PWP, the Pro Wrestling Podcast, produced by SCST Space City Sports Talk. I am the host, Marco Alvarado, aka SCST Mar, alongside today's co-host,
Corben Dixon here, aka SCST Corben. Mar, are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready. Listen, we gotta come up with a better slogan because honestly, this is starting to get old, but hey, we're gonna wing it, it's okay. Now, Corb, I'm ready to dive into because, man, post-WrestleMania, I'm getting goosebumps right now.
It has been awesome.
It has been. Me and SCST Rob, we cried. If you saw the reactions
I saw the story, and I was thinking to myself, I said, dang, this is like on par with my friend Bernie basically crying over John Cena. So I'm thinking to myself, this is right up there.
I haven't cried like that since Jeff Hardy lost to CM Punk on Friday Night Smackdown and he had to leave WWE.
Jesus,
back in what, 2009?
Yeah,
10?
2009.
Yeah, that was the last time I genuinely cried over wrestling. And I don't cry a lot, but man, I'm starting to get emotional now. Oh my gosh. But anyways, a lot has happened post WrestleMania. The final boss is probably the best thing that ever happened in this era. I love it. Me and Rob saw him live. We saw him live in Dallas. Nobody can't tell us nothing. They can't tell me nothing. They can't tell Rob anything. Oh, sorry, Corb didn't see you there.
I was at work, but also I was watching it live, so I'm not even gonna complain about it.
Me and Rob were there, and
at least I was tuning in on the show.
Me and Rob cut off The Rock. We started a chant that cut off The Rock. Who can sit there and say they cut off the people's champ for a chant?
The final boss.
Oh my gosh. I'm so. Oh man, I'm just happy. I'm very happy. Me and Rob were part of the road to WrestleMania. Space City Sports Talk was a part of the road to WrestleMania, ladies and gentlemen. But I don't know who else was part of it live in person. But that's just me. Corb, your thoughts?
God. It's SCST and SCST all day. Period.
It's SCST for L for life. That's what it is. So let's dive into it. Before we start, I would like to get on my soapbox for something.
Okay.
Liv Morgan, count your freaking days. Injuring the greatest world women's champion? For what? Some stupid revenge tour? You injured Rhea freaking Ripley.
You injured mommy.
Corb said that, not me. Just putting that out there. I'll explain. I'll explain after we stop recording. But you injured Rhea bloody Ripley. Let me tell you something. You should be locked up in jail.
Oh my God.
You were locked up in jail for a couple of hours whenever you got caught with Mary Jane in your Jeep in Florida. Should have locked your ass up for longer to where you didn't even have to come back. She came back in the Women's Royal Rumble, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, Liv Morgan, count your freaking days. Count them. Because now we got a champion that won the belt off of a battle royal. Becky Lynch, which, hey.
No disrespect,
but you lost that WrestleMania for a reason.
Because I knew they wanted to actually have this Rhea Ripley reign last longer up to SummerSlam.
Yeah, and I would have seen that live in person. Also, SCST will be live from Cleveland, Ohio at SummerSlam. Me and SCST Rob will be there, I'm so excited. I am so excited.
I'm just going to keep on watching the show as it goes on, because in which I feel like 2024 is really going to actually kick off into another stratosphere.
So, Corb, I'm shaking right now. Like, I'm so excited.
Yes, I can see. You're nervous.
No, I'm not nervous. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Because think about it. Night 1 was okay. It was cool.
It was alright.
Night 2
was even more.
I wish I was there in person. But I made a promise to somebody, and they held me back from it. They did, because the day before WrestleMania night 1, I was watching Smackdown, and they released more tickets.
Yes.
And they were doable. I was gonna do it. I was gonna be like,
you was gonna do an overnight flight to WrestleMania and come back?
Night 1, night 2, yeah.
Oh, I thought you. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna go, and if not, I was gonna go to at least night 2.
That's what I mean.
Either way, I was gonna go. Mm-hmm. But I made a promise with SCST Rob to. If I go to Mania, that we have to go to experience it together, because that's what family does. We're blood. That's what family does. And it was a big fight. It really was. Me and Rob, but it's okay.
Oh God, imagine if I was the referee.
I'm at a loss for words, because I haven't spoken much about Mania. I haven't. It made me feel some type of way. Night 1 and 2. And I'm not gonna lie, I wish the people who knows wrestling that are in my circle, you, Rob, That's basically it.
Yeah, that's basically it.
I wish we were all together to witness what happened that night 2 on that Sunday, because seeing that possibly one of the greatest main events,
really one of the greatest rematches, and storytelling.
I've never witnessed anything like that in person.
I haven't either. I never seen a trail of events go on during a match to leave with excitement and, how should I say, satisfaction.
I'm choking up.
You still can't get over.
I can't. It wasn't because of It's not just because Cody won. Mm-hmm. Because you remember, I was there since day one. Mm-hmm. Whenever he left WWE, it was before I met you, but just on when I did meet you and whenever we got close.
To be honest, that was during the run in which he was on.
But listen,
yeah.
Whenever we got close, I told you, because honestly, our friendship started over wrestling.
Yeah.
I saw you at Minute Maid. I asked about the Royal Rumble because it was coming up the next year in 2020. We met in 2019.
Yes.
I came up to Authentics, my first time there actually, and I was like, "Hey, what do you know about the Royal Rumble? Like, do y'all know what's gonna go down?" And you're like, "You like wrestling?" And I'm like, "Dude, I love wrestling." Friendship started like that.
Yeah.
Eventually, as we got closer, I was like, "Dude, when I was in high school, Bullet Club was my thing."
Yeah.
And I told you about that, and you're like, "Dude, yeah, same here. I even got the Elite's backpack and stuff and all this stuff." Who was part of Bullet Club in 2017-18?
Cody Rhodes, AJ Styles.
Well, AJ left.
AJ left by that time.
Kenny Omega became leader.
Yeah.
But
and then
they attracted.
then Finn Balor was.
Well, Balor was there. Was 2013. Then he left 14 to go to
14,
NXT.
Yes.
But my point being is that in 2018, Cody Rhodes joined Bullet Club. His first match with BC was at Wrestle Kingdom.
Yes.
Against Juice Robinson. Mm-hmm. Who's now part of BC Gold, but that's a whole different story. My point being is that I was there whenever he was in Evolve Wrestling. I was there whenever he was in TNA. I was there whenever he joined New Japan with Bullet Club, and I was there whenever he was in Ring of Honor with Bullet Club.
I indeed did watch his time in TNA, which was actually very solid. He was just trying to find his new leverage and his
whenever
way.
TNA was owned by Anthem. Remember they had the owl logo with the Impact logo?
Yeah.
And all that
the
stuff?
Impact logo, yeah. And plus Bobby Lashley was still there.
But my point being is that to see him finally finish the story, that's what made me cry. Because I was there since day one. I saw his grind. I saw all that. And the fact that he always reminded everybody that he was part of Bullet Club leading up to WrestleMania. It hit hard for me. It really did. Mm-hmm. It did. Because I was like, dude, I was with y'all. I would stay up. I was staying up at 2-3 o'clock in the morning to watch New Japan because of Bullet Club. And he was there. I'd watch Ring of Honor's pay-per-views whenever they had the pay-per-views on their Saturdays. Mm-hmm. Even when they went to the UK and they fit LIJ, he was part of it. Bullet Club versus them. My point being is that he was there whenever I was watching, and then he's one of the reasons why I wanted to watch. Then his feud with Omega, the Bullet Club Civil War, the start of it. Now look at that. And now we have more Bullet Club members in WWE. Tama Tonga, part of the bloodline now.
Yeah.
I popped. Whenever I saw that, I was like, Rob, he's here. He's here. That's a BCOG, literally right there in front of our eyes in WWE. Mm-hmm. He's another reason why I watch New Japan, and and it's just everything comes full circle.
Yeah,
it does. Not our ambulance match happening. Damn.
Apparently, Marco has to be taken to the hospital.
Dude, but I'm not. What I'm saying is that I feel like a kid again. For God's sakes, I'm wearing a wrestling shirt as we're recording. Mm-hmm. Which, for the people that know, it's a red No Yeet shirt. Jimmy Uso. What? Hey, look.
You mean Jay?
My woman. No.
Said No Yeet.
No Yeet is Jimmy. Look at the back.
No, oh yeah. I keep forgetting that.
Now, if you would have let me finish the sentence,
it was just fun. It was just funny. I'm just like, keep going though.
Yesterday for Monday Night Raw, my woman wore my main event Jey Uso shirt, my white Yeet shirt, and I wore my Best in the World CM Punk, which CM Punk and Drew McIntyre are literally
killing the promos.
The best thing on Raw. Drew McIntyre is literally one of the best things on Raw right now.
I feel like the crazy thing is that we're seeing a whole nother light of Drew McIntyre. It's like we knew the promos were there, but it just depends on the person that you engage him with.
Do you remember the last time we recorded what I said about Drew McIntyre? At that time, he didn't sign his contract.
And he just signed his contract.
Multi-million-dollar deal with a multi-year deal. And now look at him. He's going to win the World Heavyweight Championship at Clash of the Castle in his own country. Mark my words. Mark my words.
I have to mutually agree with you on that.
Mark my words.
I actually do. I agree with you on that one.
Corb, can you take the stage for a second and just speak about Mania and how you felt post-Mania and all this stuff? Because I got to take it away.
I'll be honest. It was actually a moment for me, too, actually, especially on night two, because where do I start, man? Where do I start? The fact that you literally had Family Feud over the past 2 years leading into this ultimate rematch only shows the fact of not just winning the championship, but also having the meaning of what this victory of winning the championship means. You're actually finishing a legacy. You're actually finishing a story in which a person who actually was basically one of the best idols in the business, basically, but never actually won the title, but won it by a disqualification. Was it count out, right?
For what match?
For Dusty Rhodes. When he
it was something. Yeah, it was something like that.
When he didn't actually win the championship, it just dawned on me. As a kid, I thought he had won. I thought he won the title too, whatsoever. And then until Cody had explained the whole story, I was just like, damn. And so it's like, and now to see all this come fast forward, and me being a fan of Cody and watching him during New Japan, and I mainly got caught up once he had got to TNA, and I thought his run was actually solid there. But then
he went to TNA first. That was one of the first companies.
That's the point. He went to TNA first, and then
or big company that's in the Indies, quote unquote.
Yeah,
he was in Evolve, and then he did TNA, and then
I believe he did Ring of Honor.
No, yeah. When he went to New Japan, he was with Ring of Honor.
Yeah, he was with Ring of Honor.
Remember, he's part of Bullet Club.
Yes.
Bullet Club was in both.
Mm-hmm.
So he did dates in Japan while he remained...
Travel back and forth.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And then he also did some stuff. I don't know if you ever heard of WCPW. What Cultural Pro Wrestling? They changed their name to Defiant Wrestling.
Yes, yeah.
He was there. He won a championship over there as well around that time while he was part of Bullet Club. So my point being is that we were there. For real. That's how it is.
Basically, you were running along with him.
Yeah.
Well, we were all real wrestling fans out here. We all were running along with him in this journey back.
And seeing the returns and stuff
seeing the Seth Rollins rivalry, stuff like that. And I swear to God, for everybody, this I gotta acknowledge this part right here. For everybody who really thought that Seth was gonna turn on Cody during that tag team match, I don't know what y'all were thinking.
Listen, at the time whenever we recorded, I said it was a possibility because it was looking like it, but...
Oh, trust me, I remember everything that you said, but it's just the fact that I was going back and forth with my buddies on X talking about this, and I'm like, dude, Seth is not, there's no way, I don't need Seth to be turning heel at this point, in the middle of this, storyline. Let the storyline go as is. The bloodline goes over, and it's bloodline rules, which we figured it was going to be. Because there was no way we could see a classic one-on-one match. You gotta up the ante from last year.
Yeah, you do.
You gotta up the ante, which they did. And to be honest with you, all the different events that occurred. Oh my God! But
when Jimmy Uso came out, main event Jimmy Uso came out. They took that bump off the stage, which I thought was pretty cool.
Good. Which should have happened in their match first of all.
Solo came out.
Cost it last season, but
I didn't know John Cena was gonna come out whenever Solo came out. But then again, long-term storytelling, Solo beat John Cena.
Yeah, Solo beat John Cena, which makes sense.
And plus, Cena and Reigns had their thing, so it makes sense.
And then here
the
comes
final boss. Oh my God, it's the freaking Rock. He comes out, Cena and Rock, and at WrestleMania 40. Let that sink in for 2 seconds. Yeah, how do you feel?
God, it feels, shoot, those two matches between those two.
I feel like I was back in junior high.
Exactly.
And
I felt like I was back in high school.
Yeah, I forgot you were way older than me.
I was in early high school.
By the way, happy birthday, Corb. As of this recording, it's his birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
How old are you?
28.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Still look like I'm 23 though. That's for
easy.
To be honest with you.
Anyways, we see Cena and Rock in the ring. Cena
rock bottom to Cena,
and then all of a sudden
the gong goes off.
Oh my god!
And it still gives me goosebumps.
Yeah, I got
to this
goosebumps.
day.
And
the front
people were kind of upset that it was Taker.
And people thought Stone Cold was gonna come out, which I saw the writing on the wall for it. Why they wanted that?
Yeah. Well, you know why?
It accumulates to the rivalry between The Rock and Stone Cold at WrestleMania.
Right. But I actually think this worked out for the better.
Mm-hmm.
That it was Taker and
you needed a big pop.
Well, no, you're gonna get a big pop regardless.
You're gonna get a good.
Well, here's my reason. The reason why I feel like the reason why Undertaker was slated in there.
Mm-hmm.
In the long run, it makes sense. Who beat Undertaker at WrestleMania?
Roman Reigns.
Exactly. To become the big dog and to get his yard.
Mm-hmm.
Because do you remember the promo he said after in the Raw after Mania that year?
This is my yard.
Exactly. Hello. And another thing is, who also had a great rivalry with The Rock back in the day?
Taker.
There you go.
This the thing. Although we never did get to see The Rock versus Undertaker at WrestleMania specifically, we can't say we didn't see great matches between those two during the Attitude Era.
Now, here's my counter argument. Stone Cold, how would he have been relevant to Roman Reigns?
We really wouldn't have seen nothing relevant to. Only thing we can say is did he interview him on
I believe
Broken
he did,
Skull?
but that's about it.
Yeah, that's really the only.
Now, obviously, Rock and Stone Cold. Yes, I understand that, but
we never seen nothing between Stone Cold and
Roman Reigns. Remember, and my point is, in this type of match, everybody that was slated in is relevant to Roman.
Is pinned around Roman. Yeah,
and The Rock. If you think about it.
Yeah.
John
Or
Cena.
better yet, the whole Fatu family is everybody is centered around them.
Because think about it, John Cena, he had a thing with Roman. He had a thing with Rock.
It's like we're on our own wrestling family tree, basically.
Exactly. But here's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Rock, Roman,
Cena
had his feud with Rock. Cena had his feud with Roman.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Undertaker had his feud with Roman.
Had a little bit of cup of coffee with The Rock.
Seth Rollins had a feud with Roman. Literally.
And inserts himself going back and forth with The Rock, basically. Actually, wait a minute. Shield.
Hello.
Putting him through the table.
Exactly. And then Cody, which is pretty self-explanatory.
Rivalry with the Shield, with him and
So
Goldust.
I'm not, am I kind of bummed out Stone Cold didn't come? Yeah, obviously, because the place would have been crazy, but it makes more sense that Undertaker was there.
Yeah, because I had to think about it over time. You know, you and me think on the same level. It's just that we just.
I got it fast.
Yeah, I know, but
I got it literally that night. I told Rob. I told Robbie. I was like, "You do realize Undertaker was the Stone Cold's replacement, right?" And he's like, "Yeah," but he was like, "I wonder why." And I was like, "Well, think about it. Who did Roman beat at WrestleMania a couple years ago?" And he was like, "You're right. So it makes more sense." And I'm like, "Hey, duh." And then obviously Rock and Undertaker had a thing. Duh. Like. Mm-hmm.
And
hello.
Me and my pal Yaz, we was trying to figure that out too after the night of WrestleMania, but it took me a week just to figure that out. And I was like, okay, so I'm not bummed out that Stone Cold wasn't there.
The only reason why Stone Cold wasn't there was because they couldn't agree on pay.
On pay, yes, that's the one thing I told you about too.
Deal with that information as you may. Also, Raw on Netflix. I don't know if we covered that last year, but.
This is the
last episode.
This is the last year that WWE will be on Peacock. 2025 they will go into on Netflix.
Oh really? That goes with pay-per-views and stuff too?
On the logistic things, or from the information that I heard, they're going over to Netflix.
Everything.
Yes, everything.
So the only show that will be on cable would be SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All I said, I just told my friends, my buddies Bernie and Alejandro, I said, let's just enjoy our last year on Peacock.
You do realize Raw is going to be the A show now and not SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
You do realize that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because $5 billion being invested into this.
Yep.
Jeez. And then on top of that, The Rock is going to be
part
involved.
Of the ownership. Yeah.
Dude, if it wasn't for The Rock, this road to WrestleMania would have been. It would not be as enjoyable.
Like we had our trail. Like don't get me wrong. We had our trail of where Triple H finally takes control. Mm-hmm. Now we got bigger control with The Rock at the top of it, which makes.
I saw that man live.
I know you was just like.
I lost
chills.
my voice.
I know you couldn't talk for a few days. Yeah, you was talking to me over the phone, and I said, I say, no wonder we couldn't record for a few weeks or so because you had to recover from SmackDown and Raw.
Yeah, because me and Robbie went to SmackDown and
Dallas, yeah,
right.
And then came back to Houston.
Yeah, and then Monday Raw was here.
Yeah,
and I'm not gonna lie, I got loud at Raw. I didn't get as loud at Raw than I did SmackDown, but SmackDown was better than Raw. I'm sorry. I think it's because we saw Roman, we saw The Rock, we saw Cody, and we saw Rollins.
Mm-hmm.
And the dark matches at SmackDown were cool too. And also, main event Jey Uso. Is he the man or El Campeón?
El Campeón. Damian Priest.
Cashing in at WrestleMania Night 2 on Drew McIntyre because Drew McIntyre wanted to soak in the moment. CM Punk got involved because he was on commentary. And he's right. Nobody cannot touch him on commentary. I think the only person that can touch him is JR.
That's really it.
That's it. And seeing CM Punk on Monday Night Raw, man, it makes me feel some type of way. And it gets me. And it gets me pretty freaking good because seeing him live on Monday Night Raw makes me feel like we're back in 2011-12. Especially seeing him in his old ringer shirt.
Yes, with a cut, but where it's cut off this time.
Yeah, but it was the ringer shirt that he wore at Money in the Bank in 2012 when he went against John Cena.
Yes,
dude,
classic.
It brought me back. It really did.
Which really makes me want to go out and buy that shirt again.
I have it. Me and Rob.
Oh, I got the gray one.
Really?
Yeah, I got the gray one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The draft happened. Really wasn't much of a draft, but
I'll be honest, SmackDown threw me off. It didn't make it as exciting for me, but Raw kind of like brought it back up. Basically.
It literally kept the same roster.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. I was just like, I was just sitting there in silence. I'm just like, at the end of the show, I was just like, this is the same damn roster.
What's the point of
you just added NXT stars? That's it.
That's literally what it was.
That's though,
Yeah, and then Elijah Dragunov
is joining the Imperium.
You took the words out of my mouth because I told you that before. But yes, before we started recording, I'm calling it. He will join Imperium. Mark my words. Mark my words. And Uncle Howdy, you've been seeing the stuff?
Yes. And plus, Braun Strowman came back, and I'm thinking to myself, that's just another sign. It's just another sign to me. He's going to be relevant, that's for sure. He's going to be relevant on the show, but I think he's going to launch himself into a bigger role in which we see Uncle Howdy take full center stage on control of what's come of the new version of the Wyatt family.
Exactly. And then here's another reason why the WWE didn't go crazy with the draft. They already have storylines and programs already previously set up, so they didn't want to
of course,
restart and reboot. And then they'll also be slowly merging the brand split over the coming year. So what's the point of having a damn brand split if
that basically means you're going back to the Attitude Era where all champions go on both shows basically.
I don't know.
That's why when the draft first happened in 2002, I was cool. I was always cool with it and stuff like that. But at this point, with the way that Triple H is taking his vision of really seasoning some of the old Attitude Era type and stuff on twist on the storylines and everything, I don't think there's really no need. There's really no need for a brand split. Just let all superstars come invade each other's shows and let the rivalries happen. Make it happen. Let it happen.
I also feel like the Judgment Day is gonna break up.
I've been saying that. Now that El Campeón, is up there, it's time to break up the Judgment Day.
Also, there's gonna be a love triangle storyline set between Dirty Dom, Rhea Ripley, and Liv Morgan, because Liv Morgan's been seducing Dom. So when Rhea Ripley comes back,
That's the first thing.
You think I'm lying? Mark my words.
Man. I'm gonna tune into that way more than Bobby Lashley and Lana. Hell.
Also, WWE's gonna go to WrestleMania in Vegas. They're gonna pull out of Minnesota. How much you want to bet? Because Nick Khan and The Rock really want Mania in Vegas. And I'll tell you right now,
they want their money's worth.
And I'll tell you something right now.
I'll put up whatever to go see that show in Vegas.
What's up? Me and Robbie are already planning it. What's up?
We'll discuss this after we're done recording. Let's make it happen.
What's up? Me and Rob are already going to SummerSlam.
Let's make it happen.
WrestleMania
in Vegas.
We'll see what's up. All I'm saying is I'm having way too much fun watching wrestling. And then on top of that, we got Backlash in Lyon, France, which honestly, They're doing all the like PLEs overseas.
Oh yeah, this is the time around where international travel starts coming in.
Yeah, and then they're gonna do all the major PLEs here. So the big four. Where now they said 5.
Yeah, 5.
Because apparently Money in the Bank is part of the big four now, which I guess. But they said Mania, Royal Rumble, Survivor Series, and SummerSlam, and Money in the Bank is gonna stay in North America, while all the other ones are gonna be out of the country,
including Crown Jewel.
Well, Crown Jewel's already been.
I know. I'm just saying, Crown Jewel's basically the number one on that international stage.
Yeah, probably because of that. They need to get out of that Saudi Arabia deal. They really do. It's sketchy.
Yeah,
it's sketchy because remember they got stranded.
Yeah, they got stranded for a few days.
Yeah,
and I believe didn't some people come back with COVID during that point?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's like they got stranded because Saudi Arabia got pissed that the WWE pulled the program off the network. But it's only because Saudi Arabia didn't pay WWE.
Yeah, it's time to come out of that contract, break that contract.
I don't know, but ain't nothing we can do. But Backlash this weekend in Lyon, France. Main event's gonna be a Bullet Club main event. Cody Rhodes' first title defense versus
AJ Styles.
Hell yeah.
Which I'll be honest, the minute they determine that tournament, I was just like, it's gonna be AJ Styles.
Yeah.
It's got to be AJ Styles.
Yeah, it was. Damian Priest versus main event Jey Uso. Priest is going to go over.
Yeah, Priest is going to go over. I can already see that happening. I'm just waiting for the ultimate breakup of the Judgment Day in which we see Damian Priest against Finn Balor.
That's going to be cool because the Demon Finn Balor is going to come back.
Yes, because I feel like it's finally, I'll be honest, it's finally time to see that the Demon actually wins a match.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm tired of
seeing... Because the last time we saw the Demon, it was against Edge at
WrestleMania
39.
Yes,
the Hell in a
Cell match, which was a hell of a match, by the way. Yeah, it was. And I believe the Demon won.
No,
Edge won that match. So I just feel like this is how I look at that. Now that Triple H is involved, we can actually put the Demon more over, because I feel like when
we'll put him over, he'll get put over more like how it was in 2017 when he won the championship, the Universal Championship. Was it 17 or 16?
I believe it was 17. I'll fact check it, but
yeah, as I was saying, like because he's the first ever Universal champ. No, it was 15. It had to be fit. No,
it was
it's 2015.
Yeah, 20, because I believe that's after. Was that after Seth came back? Yeah.
And they had the match at SummerSlam in Brooklyn.
Yes, against
Yeah, it was against each other.
I know, against Brooklyn, but it was like right after the rivalry between him and Dean Ambrose.
Yeah.
Yes.
SummerSlam. I'm gonna look it up. 2015. No, was it 16 or 15? Okay, now you got me thinking.
I'm looking it up as well as you go on.
No, yeah, it's 15.
Yeah, 15.
It's 15. Yeah, it's totally 15. It has to be 15. But either way, that's what I'm saying. Like, because then he had to relinquish the championship the night after on Raw.
It was 2016.
It was 6. That's right, because 15, it was Undertaker and Brock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Finn Balor didn't even touch the roster yet. He was still in NXT.
Yeah, he was champ.
Going against Samoa Joe.
Yep, that's true. That is true. Well,
there
you go.
So yes,
there you go.
The club, the Judgment Day is officially about to get the bullet.
And how much you want to bet a major push is going to happen to everybody's favorite L.A. Knight?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's going to get the United States Championship this year. Mark my words.
I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised because
either that or he gets traded to Raw and gets the IC Championship.
The hell with getting traded over to Raw just to invade Raw, basically.
I mean, why not? Also, that storyline with Sami Zayn and Gunther, hats off to you, my good sir. 666-day reign of Intercontinental Champion. Mm-hmm. The longest reigning champion in history. That's impressive.
Yeah, that really is impressive.
That really is.
Because I believe that surpassed... There was a few other guys.
Yeah, it surpassed everybody. He has the longest reign. And on top of that, the WWE's bringing back King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring. That's going to be pretty cool.
And I definitely don't see Drew winning the King of the Ring, because
I see it.
No, because think about it. CM Punk made it perfectly clear last night
on Raw. Yeah.
On Raw, he's gonna make his life a living hell.
Well, The people I see winning it is either Drew McIntyre or Gunther.
Yes, exactly. Better yet, I see them two in the finals.
Yeah, and I'll be a-okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they get a babyface on it, but even then, I mean, it's too early to tell who's gonna be in it. But
These are just thoughts.
Maybe LA Knight, but you don't want to put him. You don't want to bury him 2 matches in a row. I mean, he won at Mania, yeah,
which made sense.
He lost to AJ Styles for the #1 contender.
Yeah.
Right, and then I mean, if you insert him in King of the Ring, that'll just add star power. But I don't know. Now you got me thinking.
I think you got to keep LA. Basic thing is you got to keep LA Knight fresh.
You got to keep him relevant because he's one of the biggest things in WWE.
Plus was the
main event Jey Uso gets in that mix.
Then was
the
hang
breakout. On now. Main event Jey Uso.
King Jay.
Yeet.
King Yeet. Yes, that makes sense. King Yeet.
That's if he joins the tournament though. But
yes.
How about the Bloodline? Bloodline Civil War is gonna happen.
Me and my buddy Yaz were talking about that. We were talking about that too, actually, because I feel like there's only one. I think there's maybe one or two final pieces in this whole scenario to join the Bloodline, and one is in NXT.
Who are you thinking?
Ava,
the manager.
You never know.
What she doesn't wrestle. She was training to wrestle, but I mean.
But you never know.
Okay,
I was just putting. What's
she gonna do? Manage The Rock?
No. Hell no. Now I'm not even thinking that. I'm just thinking if the Bloodline, is on the main roster, shouldn't there actually be a female in the stable too?
Right.
As a hypothetical, because
then add Nia Jax. She's related.
I know, but she's Tamina. Yes.
She's still under contract.
Mm-hmm. And then you got what's his face? Fatu.
Jacob Fatu
is still out there. So, and then of course, what's his face is wrestling down in. Did you get to go see?
Nah, me and Rob didn't go. We went up to the country to go handle some business out there for hunting season.
Mm-hmm.
Zilla.
But God knows when we're gonna see Zilla. But I'll be honest with you. With this whole Bloodline Civil War situation, I swear, I feel like the main person that's finally taking control, in which we finally get to see, is basically Solo. Cause everybody keeps thinking like, is it Roman Reigns that's like having control over this, or is it The Rock having control? I feel like it's Solo.
Well, think about it. Roman did say the next tribal chief would be Solo. And look what's happened. Now he brought in Tamatanga, MFT. By the way, do you know what MFT stands for?
No, I haven't.
Okay, there's speculation saying it means for my effing thumb. Because remember, Solo was the thumb.
Yeah.
So look who's being...
basically in honor of Umaga.
But they have Umaga 2.0.
Mm-hmm.
They just have to sign him.
Yes.
Listen, all I'm saying is that Backlash, I'm only caring about a couple matches. I'm only caring about the WWE Undisputed Championship, which they changed the name. It went from Universal Undisputed to just Undisputed. The Undisputed WWE Championship.
Weren't they already saying that? I'll be honest. I'm not frustrated by it, but
no, I like it.
But weren't they already saying it leading into Mania anyway?
Kinda, sort of, because they wanted the Universal thing. Yeah. But you know why they're kicking the Universal thing out, right?
What's the reason? I want to know, because I feel like
it's a Vince McMahon thing.
Of course.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, of course. It makes sense. Yeah, of course it's a Vince McMahon thing, because I felt like Universal was just... yeah. It wasn't hitting me.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It was hitting me at one point. When,
also, the new tag team championships are badass.
And by the way, did you hear about the new Speed Championship?
Yeah.
I felt like you should just change it back to Cruiserweight.
I believe they got the Cruiserweight Championship in NXT. Or at least they did.
I gotta go back and do research on that. But at the same time, though, I feel like the Speed Championship, I'm just like, really? I'm like, you couldn't.
It's badass.
Yeah, I'm like, but you couldn't call it anything else though. Speed Championship.
Well, that Speed is a show on X, Twitter. It's gonna stay like that, and then I mean they're gonna put the belt on. Well, Ricochet won it. Ricochet won it.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Who I feel like is the rightful person to. Because I feel like Ricochet deserves more of a better push now.
Yeah, but they're not going to give him the IC Championship right now.
No. He's already... Yes, he's won the IC Championship before. Or was it the US?
I believe it was the
think it was IC title, correct?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yes. It's just no. I'm not saying I want them to put the IC title on Ricochet immediately. I just feel like I want a little bit more relevancy for Ricochet because I think I feel like his full potential, full unlimited potential hasn't been unleashed yet.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Later down the line, I see main event Jey Uso getting the IC championship.
Which you and me Ben said.
I see LA Knight getting the US championship.
Mm-hmm.
I see Drew McIntyre having the World Heavyweight Championship.
You don't see Finn Balor touching the title at any point soon?
Not yet.
Okay.
I see Cody Rhodes still having the championship. Cody's going to have the championship for
the whole year.
He's going to have it for at least 2 years. At least.
You know what? I'll go with that. 2 years, yeah.
Who else?
Because I don't see anybody
Think about
on
it.
that roster.
Okada went to AEW.
Yeah.
That would have been a badass feud.
Mm-hmm.
Because, again, history with
the Bullet Club.
Exactly, and Chaos, because he was part of Chaos. Either way, by the way, AEW
don't worry, Okada might change his mind eventually.
No, he signed a multi-million-dollar and multi-year deal. Yeah, he's locked in. He really is. Plus, he's getting kind of older now. By the way, he's part of the Elite with Nicholas and Matthew Jackson. Okay, cool.
Because there's really not too much.
AEW had a fire main event, Danielson and Will Ospreay.
That tore down the house.
Yeah, it did.
It
did. I liked it.
Mm-hmm. Then Samoa Joe and Swerve
Strickland.
Yeah,
that was cool.
Had a great match.
Yeah.
I give him credit,
but I mean, I'm not gonna.
But it's not the same.
It's not. And then on top of that, like their weekly.
Oh, by the way, did you see Tony Khan at the NFL draft with the neck brace on?
Yeah, he was selling. Yeah, he was selling his injury.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Good for them, I guess. But WWE's way hotter, dude. Like nobody can't compete with WWE at the moment. I'm not just saying that because I'm saying it from like an analytical aspect. WWE is the
storytelling.
It's all it is.
The whole package, basically.
That and then the people that they got, man, it's good. Now, I just hope that
you just gotta build off of it.
Yes, like I just hope that they don't go south with it. Like I don't know, man. It's just
in Triple H we trust.
I love that man.
Love that man.
Look what he did with the tag team titles. Well, I really feel like I'm 6-7 years old again. We got the World Tag Team titles and the WWE Tag Team titles.
Mm-hmm.
And the WWE Tag Team titles look like the ones from the Attitude Era.
Yes.
And the World Tag Team titles resemble the World Heavyweight Championship.
Mm-hmm.
The old World Heavyweight Championship. The WCW Championship, if we're being honest here.
Yeah.
Like, Raw is so centered around the World Heavyweight Championship, it's not even funny. Which, as it should. We grew up on that.
Mm-hmm.
As it should. SmackDown has the WWE stuff. As it should. Like, that's how it is. That's how it is.
You gotta put your own spin on it.
I love it. Now, do I think they should have added blue to the championships? Oh, that would have been cool. The tag team championships.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember back in the day on the world, Tag Team Championship,
they had the blue and the red.
They had the black and red on the World Tag Team Championships,
mm-hmm.
and then on the WWE Championships, it was
the blue.
That blue and gold.
Yeah,
dude, that would be cool. But I like it. I think it's cool. Like they finally went away with the freaking copper Smackdown and Raw Tag Team Championships.
Mm-hmm. Which I did. I know I did hold those titles at one point when I met the New Day that day. I swear those titles.
I held the Raw Tag Team Championship.
That stuff is that is heavy.
I held the Raw Tag Team Championship. I met Sheamus when him and Cesaro had it. The
mm-hmm.
bar.
Yep.
Yeah.
We are the bar.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm glad that Sheamus is back. Actually.
Oh yeah. Did you see that one promo? Of Drew McIntyre. Back then we had banger after banger after banger. But as of late, it looked like you've been having burger after burger after burger. I don't think they're writing Drew McIntyre's promos.
I think that's Drew McIntyre.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
They're letting him take control.
As they should.
And there's no other better perfect person to put him in a promo exchange than CM Punk himself.
Like the Raw before the week of Mania. We're in Chicago. It was CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, and Seth Rollins.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, like that stuff was funny.
Mm-hmm.
Don't film up me kill you perv. And then I think it was like the Raw, not this past week, but the week before. they were chanting what to him, and then Drew McIntyre was like, chant one if you French kiss your cousin.
Oh yeah.
And then they all said what, and then he was like,
you want to know where I think he got that from? I be watching a whole lot of old school stuff. You want to know who I think I got that from?
The Undertaker. Yeah.
Say what if you like to sleep with your own sister? I'm like, damn. I'm like,
but Undertaker had that freedom.
Yeah.
To say that. Now look what's happening.
Yes.
You got people with their own freedom. The Rock has his own freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Roman has his freedom.
Mm-hmm. Cody has his freedom.
Cody has his freedom.
Punk has his freedom.
Oh, I bet you.
Finally.
I bet you anything that was a driving point for him. Like, dude,
Triple H was probably like, you know what? This is too hot to like keep it cold. So it's like we gotta let it be.
Yeah, and then now they gave Drew McIntyre. I bet you anything that was a driving point for his contract because he said he doesn't want a job to people. He doesn't want this character to fade out.
He don't want to answer to nobody.
Like, keep me relevant, which I like Drew McIntyre. I want him to be relevant.
Yeah.
So
I'll be honest, the badass with muscles and shit like that.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to say it that way, but you know, the badass would stand up there with muscles and be an intimidating factor, you know, without a promo. That's getting too old for me.
Like, it's better than him carrying a sword.
Yeah.
And
don't get me wrong, the sword was cool at first.
Cool for a little bit.
But it wasn't a long-term thing. That wasn't a long-term thing.
Then again, it was a different era. Now we're in a new era of WWE, and it's so cool. It's so freaking cool. Anything else you want to say about wrestling, what it is right now?
Oh man, I'm just waiting for the next angle. That's all I'm waiting for.
We will definitely stay tuned. I'm watching Backlash this weekend. I'm pretty sure you'll be watching it as well. Me and Rob are gonna watch it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But yeah, man, let's keep it going because all we can do is just build, and we'll talk about Mania. Mm-hmm. We'll talk about it. Las Vegas, possibly. Mm-hmm. We'll see what's up. But this has been the PWP. I'm Marco Alvarado.
I'm Corben Dixon.
And we will see y'all later.
We out.
Deuces. Ooses.